Hi, today we will add sound to our scenes. There are some websites there where you can find sound effects. One of them is BBC's sound effects library. And here you can also use those sound effects for non-commercial products. So it will be quite useful for our case. If you use some extra materials from the outside that you are not creating yourself, please be aware that there could be like some licenses, so it's always good to look whether you can use it in order to share your as a personal work, because after we finish our animations we will be quite happy to share them. And if you have like licensed material there, it will be probably not possible to share it everywhere. So for this BBC library, you can use these materials or these sound effects for non-commercial products. So for example, I searched here ice crash. So I will need an ice crash sound. For example, let's say I like this one. So I can just download this one. Please be aware that in order to be for you to use in 3ds Max, you need to be downloaded as a WAV 5, because 3ds Max does not accept other sound files. And I will use a door sound as well. It's always good to look all of the materials here, and it could be like a lot of at some point, because I looked to them before I'm making this video. I found this one also quite good for my scene, so I will also download this one as well. And I need to extract these, so I will just put them into my desktop. So you need to like extract both of them. So I have two sound effects that I'm going to use in my scene. I will just open one of my animations that I did in the last weeks. So I opened one of the files, which is this car rotating around the circle. Before I will use my sound effects, I will adjust my timeline. So here you see the frame rate, which is actually about how many frames make 1 second. And I will use a custom frame rate, which is 20. So 20 frames I have on 3ds Max will make 1 second. And this was so I was not really seeing my timeline. So my timeline was hidden, so I need to like right click here and open the time slider. As you see, I have like around 168 frames, and each 20 frames will make 1 second. In order for me to add sound, I will need to open the curve editor here. So I click this one. If yours is like smaller, you can adjust the height of this timeline editor. So you will see that if you click this one, you will see its animation here. And if you click somewhere else, you will also see the animation of each element in your scene. So there is this heading which is called the sound. I will just double click this one, and this ProSound editor is then going to be opened, and I will add sounds to my scene. I will add the 2 sounds that I downloaded, and you can also hear them as well. And so you'll see that this sound is for 4 seconds, which is 96 frames in my scene. Let's say I want it to begin at frame 10 and end after 96 frames, which is 106. And for the other sounds, I see that this is 5 seconds, so it's 120 frames. And this I would like to have to begin at 100, and then it will end beyond my timeline, so it's like 220. And when I close, these sounds should be here. If you need to make some changes, you can do it here as well. So if you go to the waveform, and it should be visible. So if you go to the waveform, you can see both of my sounds. And if you are not seeing them, you need to probably click one of those things. They will adjust the timeline for you. So when I play my scene, you will see that I'm hearing 2 sounds. So one thing is here and the other one is probably somewhere here. So I could add some objects to there, like a cylinder that would be the car just going around those objects, and I'm then hearing such sounds. So one was somewhere here, so I will put this there. And I have and the other sound is somewhere here. So now, if I would render the scene and render it as a video file, I would have those sounds as well. In your scene, there will be probably more sounds, and you may need to really adjust these seconds quite. It would be a bit more complex probably than putting just 2 sounds, but it's really important that you adjust, or the whole timeline of your scene, and then you need to like say that in second 2 I need to use this sound, in second 7 I need to use this sound, and the sound has a length of 5 seconds, and then you should also convert those times into your frame rate. So if you are using like 20 frames per second or like 24 or 30 frames per second, it will be a bit different for each of the sounds. But this is the basic of how to add sound into your scene. You can of course make some renderings and then combine all the sounds and all the renderings in a separate program like Final Cut, or we have like also in our university computers a program called DaVinci Resolve. So these could be also used. But if you don't want to import and export your renderings into a different program, you can also do it in 3ds Max. It will be like not that much professional, but it will be quite an easy way to do. The more professional way would be using a video editor for that. But you don't have to do it. You can do it also as well in 3ds Max. Thank you.